Well, it's day 31, and today we're packing our bags and heading for Kochi. But before we head that way, we're going to stop and play at the airport, at Sanuki Kodomo no Kuni. That means Sanuki's Children's World. Now, Sanuki's Children's World is located right next to the Takamatsu Airport. In fact, you can watch planes land and go all day long. It's pretty fun, actually. And there's a lot to do here. I mean, they've got lots of bicycling, they've got a mountain bike skills course, water play areas, and lots of things to climb on. The only problem is, we came here on a rainy day, and so we can only play inside, really. Oh well, what are you gonna do? So Sanuki's Children's World obviously has a collaboration with ANA Airlines. You'll find their logo all throughout the building. But as it's next to the airport, what better thing to add than a flight simulator? Now, this fairly limited flight simulator gives you multiple options to play. And whenever I see the option to fly stunt planes, you know that's what I'm going to do first. However, the guys in the control tower weren't very happy with me. And that might be a reason that they won't give me an actual pilot's license. Now let's try landing the big birds. And it just doesn't get more realistic than that. That's actually the plane I landed.
Check this out, it's cool.
So the indoor area mostly consists of children's play areas, some science exhibits, an IMAX theater, and a cafe that lets you watch the airplanes land all day long. To my surprise, however, they have a drumming area, and I just love to bang on some drums. This plane here is the YS-11. It was the only commercial airline built by Japan in the post-war era. Although it was seen as a failure commercially, they were manufactured from the early 60s until 1974. And this is just an old train that I know nothing about. Now on a fair weather day, this is where you'd normally ride the funny bicycles. So we'll have to come back on a different day when we can actually do that. And this here's the first skills park I've seen in Japan, so I'll give them points for creativity. I didn't see very much of it though, so who knows what else there was. It's a teeter-totter. It looks like some teeter-totters and some obstacles to ride over. Okay, it's getting late, so we're gonna head for Kochi before it gets dark. It's pretty close to a 3-hour drive, so. Time for a pit stop. Gonna have some coffee and some dango, which is basically mochi on a stick. Yep, that looks like poop.
Left at a spot that looks like the street, so approach slowly. This looks like the street. Take a look.
And for our accommodations in Kochi this time, we chose to rent a house. I found that on the island of Shikoku, most of these are available on Booking.com, as VRBO and Airbnb aren't actually that common here. Well, it's getting late, so we're going to get some dinner. It's time for kaiten sushi. And that's the type that's on a conveyor belt.
No pepper. I don't want any pepper. That's good.
Here you go, little boy. Egg.
Okay, ultimately I'll probably eat more than just that eagle.
Ooh, there's corn. Seared pork with cheese on sushi. Meal. Anyone want a meal?
I just got a meal.
You ordered a meal?
I just ordered a meal.
Oh, okay.
I should grab one.
We'll wait for it to come around. You just ordered a bunch of stuff.
Come around. try to grab it while filming. Did I ever end up ordering my meal? Whoa! Oh, I didn't watch it.
Dang it.
Does it go back? I wonder if it goes back.
That's my drink.
Check that out!
Oh, that's the unagi and egg, I think. Good. Can you grab me one of those? Thank you.
I guess the reason why it's 5 plates is because like that's how much food kids
Each
can eat.
person would kind of eat, yeah.
No, for a kid.
Oh, okay. Hang on, baby.
What is that?
So one of the fun things about sushi in Japan is playing bikurapon. Basically, for every 5 plates of sushi you eat, you get a chance to win a prize. A gachapon. You just put your plates in that hole right there and see if you win. And don't ask me what you win, because we've never won. Heh.
I didn't catch it.
This Papa got some cream corn.
Corn down. I got some velvet. Oh, that
So that's what that is.
Come on, someone grab it.
someone eating
Hey, why do we have sound now?
Somebody.
Sound before.
Oh,
Somebody grab him.
So now he's
And every country has its gross foods. That there is natto, in a sushi roll. It's like fermented beans that kind of stick to your mouth. But it's edible.
Oh, hazure. That means you didn't win. Hazure.
Well, we should stop at the grocery store and get some breakfast first. I'll let the girls go in and get it. Well, that's it for day 31. Day 32 is up next, and it's going to be a wet day. So we're heading off to the Ryogado Caves. It's a cave system with a river inside of it. After that, we'll check out the Noichi Zoo, which is the local zoo located in Kochi.